Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh my God, Morgan Freeman, what's up?
Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, and was assassinated on April 4, 1968. On the evening of April 4, 1968, while standing on the balcony of his motel room in Memphis, Tennessee, where he was led to a protest march and symphony with striking garbage workers of the city, he was assassinated. Some other factoids of Martin Luther King Jr. was that in Boston he met and married Coretta Scott, a young woman of uncommon intellectual and artistic attainments. 2 sons and 2 daughters were born into the family later on. With a fellowship won at Crozer, he enrolled in graduate studies at Boston University, completing his residence for the doctorate in 1953 and receiving the degree in 1955. When Mlk was 6 years old, his father changed his name on his birth certificate to Martin Luther King Jr.
When he was first born, his name was Michael King Jr. He was admired by all races. He skipped the 9th and 12th grade in school and entered Morehouse College at age 15. From 1957 until his death in 1968, he traveled more than 6 million miles. He gave over 2,500 speeches during his travels. He also wrote 5 books and had published countless numbers of articles in newspapers and magazines. There are over 900 street names after Martin Luther King Jr. around the world. 40 U.S. states have at least one Mlk Jr. named road of their own. In 1964, at age 35, he was the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, according to a 1999 Gallup poll. King is the second most admired person in the 20th century, coming in second to Mother Teresa. Martin Luther King's favorite food were pecan pie and fried chicken. Although he was only 39 at the time of his death, auto-spy results reveal the civil rights icon had the heart of a 60-year-old. The doctor believed this was a result of stress. At age of 35, Martin Luther King Jr. was the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize.
But not all the races liked Martin Luther King Jr. His speech, "I've Been to the Mountaintop," was on April 3, 1968. His most famous speech is the "I Have a Dream" speech in 1963.
Thank you very kindly, my friends, as I listened to Ralph of Bethany and his eloquent and generous introduction, and then thought about myself. I wondered who he was talking about. It's always good to have your closest friend to associate to say something good about you, and Ralph of Bethany is my best friend that I have in the world. You're the best. I'm delighted.
Thank you.
I'm delighted to see each of you here today in spite of a storm warning. You revealed that you were determined to go on anyhow. Well, it doesn't matter what will happen now. We have some difficulties ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. It's not over, and I don't mind. And so I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any men. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
No, it's for class. Not all whites like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Wait, this is racist.
In the world, I'm delighted. Will he allow me to associate?
Wait, did you see that? It's a wow, Jarvis!